Alright, so our custom instructions are set. Now let's upload a file. So I will select GPT-4 and code interpreter and upload a file. Now I'll just ask ChatGPT to analyze this data for engagement. I'm not providing any other instruction. And while it does that, let me explain what I'm doing here. So I have used custom instructions to automate my workflow. But before we move forward, please like and subscribe if you find this video useful. Alright, so coming back to custom instructions, it doesn't matter whether you are a student, teacher, digital marketing professional, data analyst, or just any other programmer. We all have a workflow where we repeat certain steps. It's like working in a loop. And if you deal with data, chances are you upload it, clean it, process, generate insights, and then finally use it to make certain decisions. Now, if you look at your screen, I'm primarily responding just by yes and nothing else. It's because I'm using custom instructions. It is not the default behavior of ChatGPT. If you are not using it, then you will have to provide instructions. How do you want to proceed ahead, or what do you want to do? Now, ChatGPT has been a boon to us. It has helped us in improving our productivity. But still, every time we need to use it, we need to provide all sorts of details or instructions through prompts. And this takes significant amount of time and effort, especially if you are someone who does it multiple times in a day. It's even more. So we should always look for better ways to optimize our workflow and improve productivity. And this is where custom instructions comes in the picture. So in this analysis, I haven't provided any specific instructions, but you can see that it has generated box plots and created an ad based on the most engaged user of this platform or this data. Now, if you're a digital marketing professional, it's a big boost for you, because instead of typing all these prompts every time, you just upload data and keep typing yes, and whenever it asks for your permission to move forward, and then you get your job done. So if you are currently working on 5 projects, imagine the kind of time you can save and probably can work on even more projects. But what is custom instruction? Basically, it's a way to specify certain instructions to ChatGPT. Let me show you this ChatGPT or other OpenAI blog. You can use it to provide context, or just use it to automate your workflow like I did here. Because it doesn't matter what you do, like I have mentioned earlier, you follow certain steps, you have certain template, or you have certain fixed routine. And this is where you can specify your template or your instructions. So if you just want to ensure that certain steps are taken, or the response generated by ChatGPT is produced in certain way, certain template, you can use custom instructions to specify it. For example, if you are a consultant who follows certain template, all consultants, all companies will have certain template. So if you are not using custom instructions, you will have to follow certain order, because ChatGPT remember, has been trained on a vast amount of data. It doesn't know your use case. Even if you provide certain context, it will generate a response which might not suit your specific template or need. So when we use custom instructions, you can specify what should come first, what should come second, what should come third. It's like if you're working on a SWOT analysis or marketing strategy, you can specify those things there, and when ChatGPT produces its response, it will follow that template. If you're a data scientist who follows specific strategy to impute missing data, for example, you might use KNN or mean or median, whatever you use or your company use, you can specify it here. If you are running classification models for this project, you can just specify it here that step 1, do this, step 2, do that. And then it will continue to follow that without manual interventions. At best, it will ask your permission to move forward. So I've been using it for some time now, and I can tell you it's a great way to automate your workflow. And if you're wondering how to use it, it's fairly simple. So you need to click on your name or profile in the left-hand corner and select Custom Instructions. Now, before I explain rest of it, let me warn you. After you have set up your custom instructions, it will always follow it even if you don't need it. For example, I have currently set up this logic to identify engaged users, create box plot, and create an ad copy. Even if I'm working on something where it is not logical to apply these things, it will still try to use this logic rather instructions. So be careful about it. When you don't need custom instructions, disable it. Don't worry, you don't need to re-enter it. It will be simply grayed out and disabled. Whenever you need it back, just enable it again. Okay, so in order to set up your custom instructions, which provide you capability to completely customize ChatGPT as per your need and as per your use case, you need to use these two boxes here. In the first box, I'm simply putting my logic, what I want ChatGPT to do. So it could be a rule, it could be a criteria, it could be anything. For example, if you want to evaluate something, you can put that logic here. And in the second box here, I'm providing the template in which I want the response to be. So let's say you want SWOT analysis template. You can specify it in this second box. So first box is about logic, the rules. So ChatGPT will use that. And I have uploaded a file for illustration only. It is not limited to data or only when you upload some file. You can copy paste or manually enter your prompts. You can still use custom instructions. So don't get the impression that it is only used for data related tasks. For example, if you want to have emails in certain format or social media content in certain format, you can put your logic here in the first box and ask it to generate response in the second box, and you can still use it. So if you are a consultant who want output in certain format, you can specify the format in the second box. So second box here is more like your template. If you need any help with your use case in setting up custom instructions, you can reach out to me through comments or LinkedIn. I have left the link in the description, but you must use custom instructions if you are using ChatGPT, because remember, that's how you get the best value out of it. Because ChatGPT was trained on a massive data, and problem is responses are generic. So chances are if you and I were to enter same prompt, we'll get different response, or the quality of response could be very different. By specifying or rather using custom instructions, we can achieve consistency we want. You can get the desired template or desired output only when you use custom instructions. Without it, sometimes you may get the desired result, sometimes you don't. And even when you get, you have to specify through prompts. So it's like entering same thing 10 times in a day, 100 times in a day through prompts. Alright, so start using it. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you need any help with the custom instructions, please leave your comments. Thank you.